Hello everybody, Aragoth here, bringing you the first of my World of Tanks replay videos. I've been playing World of Tanks for a few months now. Um, I am still very much listed as a tomato. You can see on by XVM after about 3K games, I'm sitting at 553. Um, I played this game quite a few years ago and was absolutely horrible. When I came back to the game a few months ago, after the convincing from many friends, started downloading all the different mods and whatnot, and actually tracking my play, and actually set the goal of trying to get better at this game. I think my WN8 was like a 187 or something like that. It was 180 something. In the last probably month, I've raised it from 210 up to the current 553 that you see. That's probably over the well, like I said, over the last month. I'm not sure how many games that is in the last month. I probably average about, I'd say, 100 to 150 games a week. Um, but it definitely is in the last little bit that I've kind of come to that realization of what it takes to be a better player. Now, there's still many spots in my game that need improvement. You're going to see me make mistakes in this replay. Um, I am by no means a godly player. I am a player that is capable of really great games, um, particularly on certain maps. I still need to learn a lot of the maps, and you're going to see that over these replays. Um, this is one of my favorite maps, and basically, the purpose of me doing these recordings is kind of there's multiple reasons. One, I want to hopefully alleviate at least some of the people that see, that red WN8 and realize that not every single one of these players is a truly terrible player. Some of them could be very much in my boat where they're players that are improving, they're players that are getting better. And it does take a long time to improve your WN8. It is a very tough thing to improve that score. And even if you are a below average player, you're still capable of individual big games. It's just becoming consistent and having those big games over and over again. Um, so basically, I'm just going to break through what my thought process was in this game, what I was thinking, what I was seeing, and hopefully it helps people out that are kind of in that same skill level that I am, or want to improve. Or maybe for some of you, this will just be comedic watching a bad player play World of Tanks. Either way, I hope you enjoy. So let's get in. We're going to set it to fixed. So on Airfield, starting from the east side, I very much go straight to E7. It is a fantastic spot for medium and light tanks to sit, get a good view of the map, and be able to help the team with some spotting, some kills. You can get yourself safe quickly. And one of my favorite things about it is it helps me, as a below average player, look at my mini-map a lot. That's one of the biggest problems that bad players and newer players have, is they do not look at their mini-map nearly often enough. I am an avid watcher of both Lemon Rush and Quickie Baby. I think both of them bring a ton of knowledge to the community in their streams, and the best part is they bring different viewpoints and different types of knowledge. While they're both fantastic players, they do things differently. They play tanks differently. So it's important to get, I think, multiple views. So here I'm in my spot. Nothing has popped up yet. I'm seeing if I can get shots on that SU-100. Just kind of peeking around the map, and I see that Prima Victoria has been spotted. Now I notice he doesn't spot me, so I'm like, do I need to get out there? Can the IS handle him? Prima Victoria is a pretty big tier 8. I figure, we need to take care of this tier 8 tank. He's also one of the better players on their team. So if we can take him out fairly early, big boon on us. I missed that third shot. I put it in the dirt. Probably should have aimed longer. I'm clipped out, but the IS has got him taken care of. So I get back to my spot. Huge tank to be taken out first. Really big for our team. So reloading, just trying not to stick my nose out because I know I had been spotted, so I didn't want to see if anybody was going to fire in, blind shots into that bush or whatnot, trying to catch me going back. But nobody did, thankfully. So now I'm just watching the map, trying to see what's going on. I haven't been watching the chat and the replay, but I know at some point I'm trying to get that KV-85 and that Skoda up into this fight because, you can see by the numbers, we're going to get overrun here. We're going to lose. I'm a light tank. I can't sit there and brawl against these tanks. I'm just going to die. I can try and get the odd shot in. So yeah, there we go. I'm telling them to move up, telling them we're going to get overrun. They're not moving. I do notice that T-150 is a one-shot. So I sneak in to see if I can kind of snag a kill. Takes me a bit too long to get down in there, but thankfully the T-150 misses his shot as I'm taking forever to aim mine. Those are the things I need to improve. Like those slow reactions are part of the reason why, as much as I've become, I'd say daily, I'm probably finishing at around 1100 to 1000 WN8 after about 30-40 games a day. There's days I finish with a 2000 WN8 with a good chunk of games, and there's still some days where I finish with a 500. So that middling ground is, still trying to find it, still trying to figure out. Now I do see that we've lost that flank. Those guys aren't going to move up, so I just get the hell out of dodge. There's no point in me staying there and dying. I should have reloaded here. Just noticing now I'm just, like, with all this time I'm taking to drive, I could have been reloading to make sure I had 4 shells. But yeah, so I'm going over to help the southern flank, see if we can push that and win. And then at least we'll have those tanks free to go back up north and try and help out. Trying to get those tanks moving. I think I'm typing here. Yeah, being a little mean. Yeah, oh, don't do that. I'm so lucky I didn't damage my tank. I should have taken that much slower. So I'm looking over, trying to see if I can get shots across, try and continue helping out that flank. This T-3485 is doing an amazing job spotting for artillery. So T-37 there, he's one of the other really better players on the enemy team, still full health. I'm able to spot out some damage on him while I'm trying to get shots in the KV. So yeah, our RE does an amazing job chunking down the T-137. So now I'm going in, seeing if I can get that E-25 or T-37 down. Put one in the dirt. Put the next 2 into E-25 as he puts his shots to me. Now I'm hoping I can get this Bulldog, sneak around on him. Bulldog helps me out by just driving in front of my gun. Makes my life easy. Now unfortunately that teammate of mine traded his life to help finish off that flank. So I should have gotten over there a little faster. I shouldn't have been so concerned with shooting north from the position. I should have just probably went straight in. Maybe I'd still have teammates alive to help me go back north, but nothing I can do about that now. And it's lessons learned for the next game. So at this point, teams are exactly even. I'm a little concerned. Now we thankfully do have a good chunk of hit points more than them. Although they just took us down a peg. Now that there goes that Churchill to even back up again. So I don't want to face off against that Black Prince right away. I know he spots me. That Igby's a one shot. I'm gonna see if I can steal that kill. Going over the ridge. Thankfully I didn't take that shot. I was about to, but then the ridge kind of knocked me out. So that WZ moves up and I see that, but I'm gonna try and get around the Black Prince. Hopefully, I'm hoping that his focus is on that Panther, and then he spots me. But I know he's low health. Um, I can put a lot of shots into him. So we got 1, 2, and 3. I took a big shot, actually 2 shots from him, and then the artillery. Getting clicked on sucked. That really hurt. But at this point, it's the WZ who that Jag Panther is hopefully gonna take care of, and then I'm just running in to try and take care of that artillery. It's cleanup at this point. Just farming damage, cleaning up the game. I'm completely confident that we've won this. Even if that WZ manages to take out both artillery, between me, the Skoda, and the Jag Panther, I think that we can finish it off. That Skoda's in no position to help me out on this artillery, but the artillery doesn't even realize I'm here. Like that, or he just was like consigned to his death and was trying to get in one final shot. I don't know what was going on there. I, for some reason, decided to reload there. I realized the moment I did it, I probably only needed the 2 shots to take out the next artillery, whereas now I could end up facing artillery without being reloaded. But thankfully he's all the way down, so I do get reloaded before I run up on the artillery. And again, that Skoda's in no place to get shots on him. So I just auto aim, toss in 2 shots, and that's the game. So you can see, finished with a pretty good damage amount. 1700 damage, 1100 spotting. Here's the end plates. So it's good for a 1 badge. Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, the usual stuff that you get in any decent game. Get a nice little Pescuchis for cleaning up those SPGs, and a Top Gun for the 6 kills. Not a brilliant game by any means, I just missed getting top damage in the game. Our M44 was an absolute beast. Just a pile of damage. At the level of play that I typically see in my games, I don't normally see artillery that pumps out that much damage. That's really great on you, Brennan Souza. But yeah, the 14 shots landed, made a little bit of credits. Anytime I'm in I tend to rely on premium shells. Anytime I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna pen somebody, I don't like to dice roll. In the bat chat, I tend to auto aim a lot so that I don't have to focus on aiming while I'm driving around. It's a bad habit. Some games, it's something I need to improve on. But thankfully, with the bat chat's very forgiving with that, especially when you are loading premium. And I still made credits. But yeah, it's a good game. But the main thing I wanted to highlight is that even as a bad player, it's important that you're looking at your mini map and you know when to get away from a flank. If we go back to when up north we were getting overrun, I say to the KV5 and the Skoda that we're going to get overrun. I see that they're not going to help, so I just get myself out of there. Me a month ago would have sat there, put in a couple shots and died, and then blamed my team for failing me and getting me killed by not helping on the flank, when really all I had to do was drive away and try and help somewhere else. Your death in this game is your fault. If you see a bad situation, get out of it. Go help somewhere else. Go somewhere that your gun can be useful. But be engaged in the fight. If you're just sitting back doing nothing, even if you're a TD and you're supporting, if you're in a spot where you can't take shots on the enemy, you're not in a support spot. You're just not helping in the fight at all. You need to move up and be able to put damage into enemy tanks. If you aren't in a spot that you can do that, you're doing something wrong. That should be very obvious to anyone. If your gun isn't firing, you're not contributing. Um, One of the other big things that I've had to learn is how to effectively trade hit points. You see, I had a lot of hit points early in the game. I was maybe a little too protective of my hit points, but it did help me win this game. Maybe in some other games it would have lost me the game, but in this particular one, it helped me win the game by being that cautious. Um, Near the end of the game, when I realized how much hit points I had compared to the enemy, I knew I could effectively trade hit points and be safe. It got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm completely good here. Um, but yeah, I hope this helps out. I'm gonna continue posting, replays of different games that I feel like there's, learning moments in them, teachable moments. Sometimes victories, sometimes losses. I'm not sure yet. I'm not gonna cherry pick replays too much, um, because anybody can post good games. Well, I guess not everybody, but this is a good game for me. I think it's the fourth or fifth Top Gun I've ever gotten. I tend to end up with fighter a lot. I don't usually get to the sixth kill. Um, in this game, I was pretty lucky that I was able to get in the last shots on a lot of tanks that I did not do the bulk of the damage on. So that definitely contributed. I'm usually the person putting in early shots and not getting the kill. But yeah, hope you enjoy, and I hope you look forward to more tanks gameplay. I'm gonna try and post a couple replays a week. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.